Welcome to Life with Lori. Today we are on the Phoenix set in Studio C. Lori's special guest is Rosemarie Palmer, a holistic dental hygienist and nutritional consultant. And now here's your host, Lori Graham Bakker.
Hello, everybody. It's wonderful to have you here today. You're going to learn so much, so don't miss one moment. I have my dear friend with me, Rosemarie Palmer, and she is going to teach us today a lot about nutrition and water and why it is so important in our lives. Rosemarie pours into me personally, and every time she comes, she helps me to remember to take better care of myself from the inside out. And I am so honored to have you here today, Rosemarie Palmer, all the way from Southern California. Isn't she beautiful?
It's great to be here.
I love you so much. And actually, Rosemarie and Carl were on our Jim Bakker show yesterday, and then after the show, Rosemarie and I just started talking about she's been into nutrition since you were a teenager.
47 years.
47 years. So now we're telling your age.
Absolutely. I'm 68 and I'm very proud of it.
Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? 68, and she's proud of it. I'd be very proud too, Rosemarie, at 68, looking as beautiful as you do.
Thank you so much.
But it doesn't just come from good genes, does it?
Oh, no, not at all. You have to work at it.
You do have to work at it from the inside out.
Absolutely.
And of course, it's like our spiritual body. It's like our spiritual life. We work at it from the inside out. It's not like we have to work hard at just knowing Him and reading our Word and getting into the things of God, but also our physical body. So important. So before I ask some amazing questions, things I'm pretty sure even I'd never had heard about, Rosemarie shared with me yesterday after the Jim Bakker show tapings, and I was like, wow, we got to talk about that. You know, you come on the show, let's talk about it. And so here she is. And so don't turn off yet. You're going to love it. I want to go ahead, though, and share with you a product offer that we just offered on the Jim Bakker show. And it is absolutely incredible. It is, first of all, called, I'm going to hold this up for you. This is the pH2O Hydration Bundle. Now, you have to understand, this is like a part of my family. I say it all the time on the Jim Bakker show. I'm telling you, we have these all around our home. I have them in every bedroom. I have them all out in the kitchen. And these are our pH water pitchers. This is a phenomenal value. It is one of these. And then this is brand spanking new. These water bottles. And what you do is you take your Seychelles water pitcher, you pour it inside this great big hydration 50-ounce bottle. You can choose either a blue one or a pink one, whichever one. And you know what I love about these as well? They have the strap on them, so you can just put it around and take it wherever you go. What happens with that is you can see how much water you're drinking. Our daughter, Marisela, she was really struggling with her weight. And about a year ago, she made one decision, one choice: start drinking more water. Just that simple choice right there was the first start for her. And now take a look at her today. She has lost 75 pounds, and it all started with drinking a lot of water. So what she's been doing is carrying one of these, and she goes through a couple of these a day, and she's hydrating her whole entire body from the inside out, and therefore, of course, eating right. She's lost 75 pounds, and I am
Amazing.
So proud of her. You know, she's just 5 foot tall, so she's inspired us. So I want you to take advantage of this offer today. For just $75, you receive the great big giant Seychelles pH2O water pitcher. Believe me, they're all over our house. I love them. And now you'll receive either a blue one or a pink one. Just tell the operator which one. And remember, every product you order from my show, Life with Lori, all proceeds will help fund the operating expenses for Lori's House, a ministry of hope and healing to save the unborn babies and their mothers. Look at those precious babies. I got to tell you, I was just there the other day at Lori's House and taking people on a tour. The place was packed, full of mamas, full of babies, and we just had a brand new baby born just 24 hours ago,
awesome.
Rosemarie, just precious. And we prayed over the mama on Friday, and then that baby was born on Monday, and we're just so excited what God is doing. And with your help, you can help with the operating expenses. You know, we have a lot of babies. We have 19 women on the waiting list to come to Lori's house to say so they can save their babies and have a safe place of hope and healing. So call me right now, 1-888-777-3530, or better yet, go to ptlshop.com/Life with Lori. So without further ado, Rosemarie are going to get into talking about some good nutrition. Now, yesterday after we got through taping the Jim Bakker show, well, first of all, let me introduce Rosemarie properly. She is a holistic dental hygienist, which is amazing. How many years have you been doing that?
I've been doing that now. It's gone on 48 years.
48 years. Oh, my goodness.
I think I've broken the record. Because normally, I think the most I've ever heard was 38.
Oh, my goodness. So when you say holistic,
well, when I sit my patient down, we discuss, it's almost like a discovery. It's like, oh, what are we going to talk about today? And as soon as they sit back, as far as my cleaning your teeth, that to me is the most simplest thing after doing it for so long, right?
Sure.
But we'll start talking. I do spirit. I do politics, I do nutrition, I do hydration.
That's great.
Because when people sit down, there's always something going on in their lives.
Sure, and you can tell a lot through the mouth, right?
Yes.
And through people's teeth and the
I can tell if they're drinking soft drinks.
Oh.
Immediately.
Oh, we're
Yes.
going to talk about that. And hold on, because she's also a nutritional consultant.
Yes.
So this is something that I know we're firm believers in, like no soft drinks. I know I always try to teach my kids never to have a soft drink. Of course, they snuck them here and there.
Yeah.
But tell
It's
us
such
about.
a waste.
Let's start with that.
With soft drinks, it's such a waste to have those calories because I don't really like drinking my calories, especially carbs.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah.
You want to eat them. I mean, if that's
Yes.
300 calories, imagine you can have chicken, vegetables, salad for 300 calories.
Right.
Why waste it on a Coke?
Exactly.
And then the Coke has phosphoric acid, which draws calcium out of your body, and long term you can get osteoporosis.
Oh my
So-
goodness, that's such a thing that all of us
Exactly.
ladies are so.
Little petite women
Yes.
get osteoporosis because you don't have a lot of big bones.
We don't. Like me, I'm like 5 foot tall.
Yes.
So therefore,
You're the
it'd be
perfect
like,
candidate.
I am a perfect. Thank the Lord, I haven't drank
Nope,
soft
you're
drinks
not
for
gonna do
years,
that, yes.
years and years and years, and I never really was a great big soft drink person anyway. But because you just start, getting all
Exactly.
hunched over, and your bones are.
And what's, how are you going to carry all your muscles in your skin, right? Your skeletal
Exactly.
structure is everything.
It is everything. So avoiding soft drinks is just the number one.
Avoiding soft drinks is probably one of the biggest things because I think it's like, 300 calories per can?
Oh, my
And then if you
goodness.
drink diet, it's even worse because that causes all kind of other issues like brain tumors. They say, oh, they're benign. I don't really care if it's benign or cancerous. Thank you. I don't want a tumor.
Oh my gosh. And one thing I do want to talk about too a little bit is fasting, because you'll help me understand
Yes.
that. But before we go to fasting, I want to talk about this new word that you just introduced to me yesterday.
Autophagy.
Autophagy. Okay.
Which is a very interesting word, and I mispronounced it, and my daughter teased me every time I said it. And I said, Nick, I got to keep hearing it. But then there's so many different doctors talking about it on YouTube when you enter fasting that I kept hearing the word. So that's what it is. And what it means is, imagine little little Pac-Mans in your body going around eating the diseased tissue.
Okay.
But it can only do it while you're fasting.
Okay, so then we do need to talk about fasting.
Absolutely.
So explain. Okay,
so when you go on fasting, first of all, you want to drink. Okay, the way it started a couple of months ago, they were talking about fasting and how wonderful it is spiritually.
Right.
And I said, Lord, I wish I could just fast one meal, but I think I'm going to die if I don't have one meal, right?
Yes, that's how, and I think that's how most people feel.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, I can't miss something, right?
Right.
So when I started seeing the videos on intermittent fasting, and they said you can have a little bit of fat in your coffee in the morning.
Right, like MCT.
MCT, which is very good for the brain.
Yes.
It's amazing. The
Yes.
numbers in my mind, my husband tells me, remember this mileage when we started driving? I still remember the number.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, wow, the brain is really working very well today.
I don't know about you. This is just a little sidebar here, maybe help you out there. But in the morning, what I like when I have a cup of coffee, I don't even have coffee unless I have my MCT. MCT powder.
Exactly.
And so I always just put my MCT powder in, and I'm telling you, it just turns on your brain
Yes.
immediately.
It absolutely
and then
does.
it gives you energy, and you're
Gives you
full.
energy, and you don't have those hunger pains.
You don't. It's amazing. I
So
love my
okay, that I could do then. Then it became, okay, let me at least skip the breakfast.
Right.
And then, so in the morning, I just have my coffee now. And then at noon, I have usually like a drink, a protein drink, a green drink.
Right, I do
And then
too.
with intermittent fasting, you want to limit that time that you're eating. So you start out like
So
16
intermittent-
hours.
okay, so
intermittent
intermittent.
means that you're going to do it just for several hours a day.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say normally if you could start 16 hours with no eating.
Right.
An 8-hour window to eat.
Now, would that include like our sleep time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, good.
You wake up in the morning, you have your coffee, and then your first meal is at noon.
Great.
Okay, and then
Yes.
you try to go from noon to maybe 5 or 6, the latest.
Okay.
And then you can actually work on getting the time shorter and shorter and shorter.
Wow.
There's a lot of videos that show that if you have one meal a day, how healthy you could be.
My goodness.
Isn't that something?
It really is.
It really is. I lost 16 pounds so far. My
Yeah.
husband lost about 25 pounds already.
That's amazing.
Yes, just from, and I'm never hungry. That's the amazing thing. So
Right.
now when you're going through this fast, of course you want to get pure water. You don't want to do this with tap water.
Right. No
Okay?
tap. This is why you
You
have
do
to
not.
have your
Yes.
filtered water. This water actually raises your pH. You
Mm-hmm.
have to have your pH levels raised. No tap water from
No
the
tap
city
water.
ever. Never.
Never. I haven't had tap water in, oh my gosh, 30 years?
Yeah, I'm sure you have
just-
for
yeah.
30 years. I
met
have-
Carl 30 years ago in
Right.
Switzerland.
Okay.
And ever since then,
This is okay. So Rosemarie is Mr. Seychelles' wife. So
Yes.
you're Mrs. Seychelles, basically. Okay.
so ever since then, and I knew nothing about water before that.
oh my.
But he was with Shackley Corporation, and I was a distributor for Shackley, and I went to Switzerland with my sister Carmen. We had a fabulous time, and we just happened to meet him that night at the banquet.
Right.
And we stayed in touch, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. All these years later, you've
All
been
these
married,
years.
and water has been his number one drive in
That's
life.
his passion. When he sees things like, the other day we saw something, and it was 1,000 children die per day in South America with diarrhea, with dysentery, and that's where you burn from the inside.
Yes.
That has to be the most horrible death.
Horrible death. Absolutely.
And he lists all these children all over the country, not just South America.
Right.
And he says it's so sad, and then he gets so upset that he's got the answer. How do you get it out there?
Exactly. And and I know we've tried to on the Jim Bakker show and here on my show to try to help you understand how important it is to hydrate your body, and because it's your insights. I mean, you can talk to me more about it than even I can tell everybody about it. But how important water is. I mean, good, clean, pure
Good, clean water.
water, and raising your pH
Yes.
balance. Up
When you drink clean water, it actually enters the cell a lot easier than if it had all kind of contaminants.
Okay.
Okay? Chlorine, there is a skull and there's an X because it's a poison.
Right.
Yes, it kills bacteria, and your water won't have any bacteria, but you have dead bacteria because it killed it, but it didn't remove it.
Oh, boy.
Plus, you have all the byproducts that form after they chlorinate the water.
Yes.
So it's not something that you want to drink.
Right.
So every single bit of water that you put in your body, you want it to go through your pitcher, your bottle.
Right.
This is an amazing item now
It's
to
great.
walk around
We are
with.
so
Yes.
excited about this because all you have to do, and this is what's wonderful about this picture. I can see myself all day long. We should bring a camera over to the house and see me do this all day. But I just set this pitcher in the sink, and you see right here it has a little spout there, and you just sit it under there, and it just fills it right up, and it's just such an amazing product. So you take your pitcher and you pour it now in our. Here we are with our
Carrying
new bottles, and that way it actually shows you how much water you're drinking, because you asked me that, Rosemarie. You said, Lori, how much water do you think you drink a day? And I said, I'm not really sure. Some days
It's
I'm
hard
better.
to measure.
It is. Some days I'm better than others, but even as we're going into different seasons of life now, as we're taping this broadcast, we're going into the winter seasons, and I'm already starting to feel a little more dried out. With your skin, everything just starts drying a little bit more. So I'm even finding just first thing in the morning, I think of you guys all the time, because first thing in the morning, get up and drink a glass of water.
Exactly.
Purified
Pure
pH
water first.
water. Drink a glass of water. Get up in the middle of the night to go use the restroom. I drink.
Drink again.
Right.
Absolutely.
And what we do is we just have a glass sitting around right there by our pitchers everywhere around the house. And that way it makes it easy. I mean, when you see it in front of you, it just makes it easy to drink it.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
I can't even go to bed without water next to me.
Me either.
I can't do it.
Me either. Both of us.
I think I'm going to die during the middle of the night. I need water.
Me too. Most of us, Jim and I both do on our nightstands. We both have our water. I always make sure his water, or he has one of these next to his bedside. What am I saying? I always make sure he has his good clean water.
This is going to be my new thing now next to my
I'm
bed.
so excited about it. It's so thrilling. Everyone needs to take advantage of this. So, but to talk about back to this new word you're teaching us.
Autophagy.
Autophagy, Lori, autophagy. And the definition of that is it's the consumption of the body's own tissue as a metabolic process occurring in starvation and certain diseases.
Yes.
So it's the destruction of damaged or redundant.
It starts eating. So on one of the tapes, what they said, imagine if you bought food. Okay, your food in your refrigerator is going to expire.
Right.
And you went out and you bought more food and you put it in front of the old food.
Yes.
And eventually that old food is going to smell, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want to do that. You want to get rid of the old first. So now when you're fasting, and if you think about it, fasting is such an amazing thing. It was God's idea for us to fast.
Absolutely.
Right?
It's all throughout the Word of God. I
Exactly.
mean, I have so many scriptures on fasting. I know one thing that, Jesus said in Matthew. He said that the hard things come out by what? By prayer and fasting. And he wasn't talking about fasting from the things of maybe TV or
No.
he was talking about truly about
Your body.
your body, about fasting from different foods and different things so that really you're able to hear the voice of
Yes.
God better.
You
know
can
what?
hear God's voice better, and just imagine, God has a mission for you. He has a
Yes.
life that you want to live. He knows how long he wants you to live, right?
That's
well,
right.
if you go around drinking Coca-Cola and potato chips, you're going to really spoil God's plan, right? And he gives us the
Absolutely.
choice.
He does.
He's not going to tell you, no, you have to eat this.
No.
He gave us free choice, right?
Yep.
But we go
Free
around making the wrong decisions, and then we're like, Lord, heal me. Okay, give me a break. Start eating good, right? Eat what I
Exactly.
gave you.
That's right. And he has. He's provided everything that we
Absolutely.
need because our bodies are so fearfully and wonderfully made that the body, if we give the right nutrients and especially water, the body heals itself. Have you
Absolutely.
found that to be true? When you
Oh,
deal with
yes.
a lot of patients.
I deal with a lot of patients. They come back. They said that if you take a picture, we can take a picture today and then go on a fast for 7 days, take another picture, and you would look younger.
Wow.
That is so encouraging, right?
Yes.
And then that's the plan that God had for us.
That's
For us to abstain from food, give your body a break. It starts to heal itself. It starts to get rid of the diseased tissue. New tissue now gets a chance to grow.
Yes.
The inflammation goes away.
Oh.
Give your digestion a break. It doesn't have to be working all the time.
Oh, now that is great. Now, a lot of people struggle with, and I know as I've even been aging, I have found that I've had more digestive issues than I ever had in my life, and I wasn't exactly sure. I've always been lactose intolerant. I've always known I couldn't do dairy. Dairy is not my friend.
Yes.
Even as a child, born in 1957, my mother she wasn't able to breastfeed me. So what happened was, then. In 1957, back in the olden days, they just give you cow's milk, for the babies.
It's actually one of the worst things we
One
could
of the
drink.
worst things you can drink. So Mom
Yes.
said the story goes like this. She said when I was 7 days old, my first place that I ever went was to church. And so here she is sitting there on a Wednesday night service. And she had just given me a bottle. And I guess all of a sudden, she went to just, pick me up and she's going to burp me, and I just projectile vomited all over the man behind us at church
Oh,
in
wow.
the pew. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." Well, we realized then that I couldn't.
body was
my
rejecting it.
body was rejecting it. My body couldn't tolerate dairy.
Dairy is for calves. And calves
Exactly.
grow, 300 pounds in 1 year?
That's right. So I don't know what you ice cream lovers are going to do out there. You can try to find some special recipes like keto recipes, but
Or you can make. I've been making ice cream.
and that's
keto
a
ice cream.
great
It's
way
been
to
great.
eat is a keto lifestyle.
Yes.
But I will tell you that you do know what your body is allergic to, and I can remember feeling for many all through my 20s and 30s, I craved milk. I craved it, and I would drink it by the gallons, and yet it was hurting my
Okay, I'll tell you a little thing about that. When our bodies crave something, many times it's a nutrient. So your body was probably asking for calcium, magnesium.
Yes.
Those two nutrients didn't have to come from the cow. It could come from other forms. But your body is so smart. Sometimes we think we're hungry, and what we are is dehydrated.
Yes.
So you drink water, and it goes away.
It's
Other times you
true.
feel like, gosh, I feel like eating this. And it's a nutrient that your body is craving.
Oh,
Listen
my
to your
goodness.
body.
Yes.
I tell my patients that almost all the time.
Listen
You're never going to
to
die of fatigue. Your
No.
body lets you know, I'm tired.
Right.
You're never going to die of starvation because your body says, no, I'm hungry.
Right.
Thirst. Your body is so smart. If you eat something and it upsets your stomach, try to figure out, what did I eat?
Yeah.
I don't think my body liked that too much.
That's right. That is so good. You just have
Yes.
to listen.
Listen to your body.
That's, I have a great doctor that he always said, he says, Lori, you really are in tune with your body. I mean, I should be by 62 years old. I'd be an idiot if I wasn't. But
You'd be ignoring your body, right?
Exactly. But I really am in tune with my body. I know what my body tolerates or doesn't tolerate or
Exactly.
absolutely thrives on, and, I believe in as many live foods as possible and staying away from the bad carbs, the breads and all of that as much as I possibly can.
You can do it.
I
mean,
can,
it's
and I do.
amazing. I
Yes.
haven't had bread in 3 months, and I haven't had rice. And being Puerto Rican, I love my brown rice.
Oh, yeah, you have to love your rice and your beans.
But the doctor said, no, that's pure starch. I don't care if it's sprouted, brown, whatever. It's still a starch. And I was
Yes.
like, you're right. And so when I started, again, I thought it was going to be hard, and it's not. Because I'm adding such good fat.
Yes.
You're not hungry at all.
That's right.
And by the time I finish so I eat at 12, and I try to have my dinner between 4 and 5.
Early.
And if I'm working, I'll have something in the office before my 4 o'clock patient, and then I'm done.
That's
because I have
perfect.
plenty of fat with that meal,
Yes.
that evening, I don't even want anything.
Isn't that amazing?
Whereas before I would want chips or something. I just sip on warm water.
Warm water.
I like warm water.
And tell me why real quick about that.
It gives you that feeling of fullness. You see? I can have a teaspoon of coconut oil and a cup of hot water, and I feel like I had a meal.
Wow, there's a good tip for everybody.
Well, remember,
you like that tip?
Remember, it melts it. I remember years ago doctors saying that you shouldn't have, if you're going to have a hamburger and french fries and you have an ice cold drink, that fat is getting hard as it's going down, right?
Right.
Try to wash a glass with cold water that has grease on it, and you can't do it, right?
No, you
But
can't.
if you do it with hot, you can.
That's true.
Now, another thing, imagine your body, you're trying to wash a glass that's dirty with 2 or 3 drops of water. You can't do it, right?
No.
But if you pour a lot of water in there, you're going to be able to. And that's what the body does when you drink plenty of water.
Oh, that is
Because you need water
amazing.
to detox.
You
need
do.
it for your metabolism.
Yes, awesome.
You
Oh,
need
I'm
it-
so excited
I mean, it's
about
just,
it.
we have to realize, okay, God gave us water.
Yes.
It's funny because I always tell my patients, if God didn't give it to you, don't eat it.
Right.
He didn't give us Twinkies.
No, no.
He didn't give us a lotot of the bread that you find out there.
And all the
The Wonder Bread.
Oh,
Yes.
the Wonder Bread.
Yes.
Oh, man, our time is up, Rosemarie, and we're going to, oh, my goodness, I'm going to have you stay over, and we're going to have to do a part 2 with you because you have so much information to give us. I would be remiss if I didn't just tell you, too, about not only taking care of your body on the inside, not only taking care of your spiritual body, most important, but taking care of your skin. You know, your skin is the largest organ of your body. And I look at Rosemarie and I look at Carl, and you both have the most beautiful skin.
Thank you.
And I know it's not just because you're born with just beautiful skin. You've taken
no.
care of it with water and all that your whole life. But, you know, my new skincare line, LL Skincare line, I am getting so many testimonies from you ladies, and you are loving it. And I am so excited about it because I know that it is all natural. I helped develop it with a chemist over 2 years with the actual top-of-the-line chemist in the country. And so remember, you can receive the whole kit, a starter kit, as you might want to call it, which is the facial cleanser, or then you go to your toner, and it's a beautiful hydrating toner. It smells beautiful, and it's not astringent, and everybody's loving it. Also, the day and night moisturizer. So you have one moisturizer for day and night, and the anti-aging eye cream. Now you receive that whole skincare kit for $162. But right now, what we're doing during this season, you can receive. I asked Marticela, who I answered to. She puts these prices together. I said, can we do something special for this season of the year? And she said, yes, Mom. We could have ladies gift themselves with one, and then they could gift somebody else with one. And so you receive two for a gift of $275. Therefore, you have a massive savings there. So that makes it $137.50 a kit. Now, I also want to say, because I'm getting a lot of you telling me and asking me, okay, I need more eye cream, I need more facial cleanser. Yes, you can get them individually. So you can get the individual pieces alone by themselves, the facial cleanser, the hydrating toner, the day and night moisturizer, and the anti-aging eye cream. You can see all the prices right there on the screen, and you will see that you can reorder them just like that. I know as for me, I was the first one to try it all out, develop it with the chemist, and what I did, I took a set, tried it, and I found, sure enough, my eye cream went first because I'm probably an overuser of eye cream. The minute you start seeing those fine lines and wrinkles, you're like, let me see how much I can get. And also, remember, put it at the top of your eyes, and I also put it right here above my lips so you don't start having all that crepiness that can start happening as we age even. So I'm finding out from you too, so you're helping me. Keep talking to me, keep giving me testimonies. And so many people have been talking, and if you'll pull up those testimonies, well, let me just see, I can read right here. They are just saying, like this one lady, she says, Nancy, thank you, Nancy, your new LL skincare line is extraordinary, simple to use products, easy to remove cap for all the products, loving the product. And another lady, this is a great one. I'm highly allergic to many skincare products. This is from Kay. She said, I'm so happy I found LL Skincare. There is nothing in the product I'm allergic to. So many people are allergic to so many skincare products. They simply can't use them with their sensitive skin. And she's been using this for several months. The cleanser is, she said, very thorough, which it is. It's gentle, but it's thorough. It gets all that debris and all that makeup off. She said, this is the first toner that hasn't irritated my skin, and the moisturizer feels so wonderful. So thank you for taking time to develop, and thank you for using it. Everybody's going to want to use the skincare. I'm going to tell you, once you start using it, you're going to love it. And it also, there's no harsh chemical, there's no chemicals. It's just all pure natural. So there's so much to tell you about that. So I would go right now to ptlshop.com/Life with Lori and order your skincare today. And I pray that the Lord be with you and that you'll start hydrating your body, eating right, taking care of yourself. Jesus, he said that we are to take care of ourselves, that our body, this is the temple of the Holy Spirit. We've been talking about the Holy Spirit a lot lately, and the Holy Spirit resides within our body. We need to take care of yourself. We're in the last of the last days. This is the time to stay strong physically, spiritually, emotionally, because there's somebody out there that needs to hear what you have to say about Jesus. We love you. Thank you, Rosemarie.
Oh, it's great.
You're so wonderful. She's so beautiful. Bye-bye. Love you.